So it's a little bit surprising. Here we go. It looks like maybe Mickey will be playing the Reinhardt. I don't know. You know, people like to mess with you in the lobby, right? People like to change heroes at the last second, but we're definitely going to see something interesting. Is it actually going to be, okay, all right, Orisa Roadhog, that makes sense. That's a great tank combo, and that's what they're going to go with. All right.
On the other side, too, Muma playing the Orisa, however, they will stick with the D.Va. Linkser on the McCree. So double hit scan for the Houston Outlaws. I have to say, I like Junkrat on this map generally better, but this could be a tool to contain effect and prevent him from getting any kind of long flanks, but they're gonna have a hard time walking up on the flank.
Whoa, okay. Linkser just walks up on the flank. Nobody saw him, and he gets that easy kill. Good start for Houston Outlaws coming in. Chips has to bring Seagull back up early, but Houston, the ones who are gonna get the control percent building first.
Taimu does manage to land the headshot onto Clockwork, but it's not enough damage for them to start to push back onto this point. They do have to regroup on the far side.
You know, the idea with this tank pairing of Roadhog and Orisa is that you use the right click on Orisa, the halt, to grab people and pull them in and hold them in place for that split second to make a Roadhog hook for Taimu really easy to hit. You got to get in position to do that. First, Custa winning the Zen duel against Raucus, actually. Good start for Dallas. But as soon as I say that, Linkser takes down effect, and Raucus brought right back up again by the Mercy res.
Seagull trying to get some damage down, but again, Linkser managing to find effect, and that's the flanking pressure gone, and it's very hard for them to make room onto the point. Houston convincing here on University.
Linkser has been just an absolute star on this McCree right now. He's been handling the Tracer very easily. Chips with the aggressive Mercy reset, I guess you could say there. Clockwork taking him down, but it's all about Linkser right now for the Houston Outlaws, and I think Dallas needs to make some adjusting. They need to find a way to handle this. If this push with all the ults they have going for them doesn't work, it's time to make some changes.
Mickey has only done 212 damage on the Orisa. You see Muma already has the supercharger, so he seems quite uncomfortable on this pick.
Yeah, it's not working out for him so far, at least. Seagull taken down by the Raucus right click. Chips brings him back up again, but already a rough start for Dallas. Effect uses a Deadeye, but doesn't find anything with it, so 3 ults remaining for Dallas Fuel. They're going to try to send in the Riptire. Seagull's been pretty good with this ult in the past. Let's see if he can claim some victims here. Going in from the side, trying to be tricky. Coming in, he does find Raucus. The res comes in immediately, but this is Dallas's moment. They're going to try to come in, but no, it's not going to work out. Coolmat finding Taimu already with that self-destruct. And even though Taimu is coming back up again, they've got the Valkyrie. Can they win the fight? Maybe. Linkser finally goes down. I think that may be the go button. There we go. Yeah, effect on the McCree now, making a little bit more of the difference here, but it's already 99% for Houston Outlaws.
Yeah, it's still going to be tricky for them to come out with this game win if you're a Dallas Fuel. I think they got a bit of a break there from effect cleaning up that fight towards the end. Looking for a hook, not going to find a Muma. The only one pulled out of cover, and he does have that shield to deploy in the choke point. Slow push coming back for Houston.
Yeah, that's right. Coming into the supercharger now, it doesn't last very long. Mickey loses it almost immediately, and Houston just kind of pushing Dallas off the point. I mean, there's really nothing more you can say. They just walked in, and man, the desk, I think, made such a great point, talking about how Chips Iron was dying so many times in those first couple maps, and if you look at that round, that was another rough one for him on Mercy. Houston Outlaws, I think, right from the get-go, had firm control over University.
That said, though, I think with the players that we've seen substituted in, that was the worst possible starting point for Dallas Fuel.
Sure.
And I think that they intend to run, these players will run more friendly compositions to their styles on the following 2 points of Oasis. And we still, of course, have to get a glimpse at Linkser's Pharah. He's been fantastic today.
Yeah. It looks like we're going to go to Gardens next year. And so far, Dallas still staying on that Junkrat for Seagull, no Pharah. And it is very rare that you don't see a Pharah from both teams on this map. Dallas Fuel playing with fire, but if they can get the hooks from Taimu, you know, if they can maybe finish off the Pharah with that halt hook combination, I mean, who's get something done, but
who's going to kill this Pharah and Mercy?
Oh, that's the plan, right? They're going to use a combo, but you can tell by the tone of my voice, Monty, I have some doubts.
Some Junkrat players are skilled enough to jump in the air and mine the Mercy, but that is tough to pull off consistently.
I mean, Kumak got demeched already, so nice start, but then effect falls. Linkser finding a kill early on as Dallas tries to come in here.
Cus has to be so careful about
dude.
that.
Yeah, seriously, he was like one rocket from death. Easy.
They're getting bounced around. No pressure onto Linkser so far, and even if he's not the world's best Pharah player, he certainly has a lot of space to maneuver.
Well, Effect wins the Tracer v Tracer against Clockwork, and right now Dallas just trying to control the point and get the picks from that corner protected by the Orisa shield, but the picks haven't come in fast enough, and Houston has been able to replace things. Now things are changing a little bit. Effect finally finding that pulse bomb. Oh, they gotta keep Taimu up. He's gonna take a breather to save himself, and Linkser, his teammates falling around him. Yeah, he's just gonna go in and reset. It looks like Raucus will join him and take the taxi back to spawn.
And even though a lot of those rockets were relatively freely landing, Mickey was dealing with a lot of it with the Orisa barrier, and Taimu was healing up. And you'll notice that the supports were getting a lot more ult charge from healing. Chips and Custa both with their ultimates up already, ahead by about 20% on the Outlaws supports. Sometimes if you land too many of those rockets into the thick of things but don't finish off those kills, you just end up handing support ults over.
I mean, you can see the positional thing that they've decided with Dallas. Just, again, staying in that corner. It's working out so far, so good. Taimu pops a whole hog just to push Houston back again, so they're going to hold on to the payload for a little bit longer, at least.
Strategy appears simply to ignore Linkser's Pharah and force them to try and come down to the point. It is working thus far, but they did have to use both support ultimates in that last fight. Houston will be rejoining with a Valkyrie and a sound barrier, and this is the push that should be successful.
And you can see from our overhead map, I mean, just how different the approaches are from each of these teams. That corner controlled by Dallas, and now Houston trying to dive deep. They're trying to have to adapt to find a way to take this down. They're using Muma's Primal Rage to get in there and scatter Dallas. See if they can get a little bit more. The supercharger for Mickey not lasting very long. Oh, Seagull gets 2 with the proximity mine.
Well, they came around that corner into a narrow choke point, and the mine is the finishing blow they needed, but it's still not going to be enough. The Valkyrie able to be used by Houston and follow up on the sound barrier that they popped on their first attack.
So the push worked. They were able to break that hard point that Dallas Fuel had set up and flip the point, but a good start for Dallas. 81% Tracer duel between Effect and Clockwork. Looks like they're going to disengage now. Nobody wanting to die and stagger those respawns at the moment.
Seagull with the Riptire may be able to clear Linkser out of the sky, and Fuel coming right back into a better position. That fight took so long that 80% of the point already going over to Dallas, so they delayed it, despite the fact that they only had the supercharger. They delayed it for quite a long time.
Here we go, it's tire time. Seagull was able to find something last time, going way around the outside. Taimu, meanwhile, does get the kill on the Linkser, and there goes Raucus. Seagull finding him, and he demexed Coolmat as well. That is about the best thing you can hope for from that tire. They're going to set right back up in the corner again. And this composition is all about finding the picks. You find the picks, you set up a point that's hard for your opponent to attack, and you take it. And it's worked great for Dallas. I love the strategy.
Yeah, it surprisingly has the ignore the Pharah strategy, except with Rip Tires.
Well, it's great because it's kind of, I feel like it's the first new thing I've seen on Gardens in quite a while, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Certainly unique, and this is what we expect from this Dallas team.
Yeah. Time with the whole hog again, and he's going to use that Transcendence to be aggressive with it. Effect Demex Coolmat, as you can see from the kill feed, and Taimu just pushing the Outlaws back one more time. We are in OT. Dallas trying to tie up Oasis here. We'll see if they can do it.
Taimu is going to be able to find these picks pretty easily. Does get bounced around though, and just in time manages to take a breather. No more healing. Nobody can get close to him, but Effect will take out Clockwork and DMAC Coolmat at the same time with the Pulse Bomb.
Well, Chips finally stays alive on that Mercy, able to bring Taimu right back up again. They needed him to get that Valkyrie off, and it looks like it's working okay. Lynx are one of the last people remaining here. Clockwork takes on Taimu again, though, and so Houston Outlaws trying to grind out this win.
Raucus has the Valkyrie, so they are going to get some resurrection.
There we go.
Doesn't prevent the Effect from getting both of them, though. Raucus and Lynx are falling.
It's the effect, man, taking out the entire pharmacy, and now just trying to finish off Coolmat. He put the Pulse Bomb on the mech, even though it was ending, so he could guarantee the kill on the Pilot Diva. Good finish there for Dallas Fuel, and we are all tied up here on Oasis.
And that's what I thought, though. I thought they definitely were using these players for a different point that wasn't University. Does work out well in that circumstance. I think we're just going to see it again. Why not?
Well, you wonder how that's going to work on City Center. I mean, in Gardens, you do have that corner that you can really set up in. You're not going to get flanked. You know where everybody's coming from. City Center, though, there's a lot of paths to go around. So if they are going to try it again, I would imagine maybe they're going to try it in the middle, perhaps, set up shields that way. But if they're going to do the same thing, they're going to. I'm curious to see what spot they're going to choose for it.
Well, Junkrat has an easy time getting to the high ground in this map, so it is easier for the Junkrat to deal with a Pharah.
True. Looks like they're going to go for it. All right, yeah, going way around to the left side here. They've got a plan, clearly. They're going to try to set it up on the stairway, it looks like, maybe.
They should be attempting to win the barrier wars.
Yeah.
Muma is on the Winston this time, so no Orisa versus Orisa duels. Taimu manages to pull him in.
Well, taking out Muma early is great. I mean, to get rid of that tank and get rid of him in a spot where Mercy can't res him is pretty huge.
Clockwork needs to be careful. Does get mined, but doesn't quite get finished off. Full Matt now running away, but the D-Mac suits. That'll be a stagger. So first capture goes over to Dallas Fuel. They turned their attention to the Pharah last. Linkser trying to stay alive, getting hit from some long-range buckshot.
Yeah. Effectos go down. There's a little style hook in the end there. He's going to be happy to find whoever he can at that point. Taking out the Pilot Diva does feel good. Effect res by Chips. And Dallas Fuel, yeah, they're more easily flankable on this point than they are in Gardens. But Taimu's really been hitting the right hooks. He's been hitting the right clicks as well, which is big against Safara. So far, so good. Whoa, there's a hook. Taimu, man, you know, he was such a great Roadhog for such a long time. It's cool to see him get an opportunity to play this hero again.
Yeah, and that's a great strategy. I mean, the Mercy can't follow you in if the Pharah is getting pulled into the team.
Oh, that was overkill a little bit. He already had the pulse bomb on him. He was already dead, man. That just hurts. Just really wanted that one, I guess.
All right, Whole Hog can be used for a stall to prevent them from getting to the point and touching it.
Sure enough. Already near 60% for Dallas Fuel. And Linkster uses that barrage, takes down Taimu, but Taimu does manage to get the equalizing kill on Muma. And here comes the tire again. Seagull looking for victims, and he finds Clockwork. You know, you want to find the pharmacy in this case, but anything really will do.
Yeah, they're not actually going to take the point off of it either. Nope. Rock is trying to get in, barely misses the mine, but for the pulse bomb, but Cool Matt can't survive it.
Seagull's Junkrat is so good. We've known that since beta, basically, but it's cool to see it come out in a pro match like this. Chips Iron manages to bring Seagull back after he goes down. Mickey holding strong. He's got the supercharger now if they need to use it. Good to hold on to it for the moment. And again, you know, Linkster's Pharah has been shut down by virtue of it being either A, ignored, or B, plucked out of the sky by Taimu.
Well, it doesn't work.
Or killed by effect.
Or killed by effect. That has happened many times. Another pulse bomb just to make sure Cool Matt goes down.
Yep.
Cool Matt is one of the most dangerous mini diva players in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Ensuring that he doesn't even have that opportunity is a way to win, and Dallas dominates the second 2 points of Oasis.
Man, just a great creative strategy coming in here and showing us something totally different than we would have ever expected to come out from this team. And I think where things on Dorado looked a little bit rough starting off, things are really firing on all cylinders now.
But this is why it's so annoying to play against Dallas, is because they will bring strategies that you have never seen before, and they are well accustomed to playing against traditional comps.
That's right, so let's go do a quick break and then come back with Map 4 between Dallas and Houston. Don't go anywhere, guys.